It is now the 4th day of the 5th round. But anyway, folks, hello and welcome back to some more Fate Extra. On our last episode, we had a little peek into the nurse's office, only to be met with a little bit of a mild fan service because let's just say I think Rani and her servant were having a little mana transfer moment. Also, we had a little bit of a confrontation with Julius in the arena, and we came out alive, thankfully. Anyhow, let us continue henceforth. An invisible servant. Dan Blacksmore's servant cloaked his form, but with this servant, it's fundamentally different. I also got the sense from my fight with Julius that I'm by far the inferior master. Even with Saber recovered, just landing an attack yesterday was a chore and a half. I have to find a way to penetrate that invisibility or this won't even be a fight. The second cipher key has been generated on the second floor. Wow, that was pretty good. Yikes! The terminal buzzes with the cipher key generation notice. Can I crack that invisibility before time runs out? Being able to see my opponent is a pretty basic requirement, I think. I'll make it my top priority. Maybe Rani can help me develop a strategy. That's the point, maybe we should pay her a visit. Maybe even hit the books, I don't know. Could be either one, right? Might be something about it. Actually, before that, let me check the room just in case. Something that'll be a pretty good idea. Anything? Nothing, but let's see if there's anything new regardless. That's a rather odd generalization. Oh. A little bit of a soon moment, eh? Anyhow, let's leave as a private room. Alright. So, we have to speak to Rani, I suppose, and then I guess we go to the library? I'll just head to the library just in case, eh? No, just Japanese history. Oh yeah, why would I just be randomly pressing buttons when there would be a little pop-up whether or not there's something, eh? Silly Billy. Nah, there's nothing at all, though. So, Rani it is, I suppose. Wait. This is just the library again, yeah. What am I doing? There's Rani, hello there. Good day, Dave. How is Saber's condition currently? I guess my servant is getting enough magic for now, so no problems there. However, my real concern is that Saber's sword failed to even touch Julius' servant. You look decidedly unwell. I take it things did not go as you had hoped? I guess my disappointment is easily read in my expression as Rani gives me an apologetic look. No, that's not it. Not exactly, anyway. Even given the chance, if I can't see Julius' servant, I'm pretty much helpless at this point. So, he's hidden from your sight. If that's the case, it'd be safe to assume that your enemy's servant is an assassin. I can't say for sure, but he stays completely hidden and only attacks from the shadows. At the very least, not being able to see him will make it impossible for my servant to attack him. I see your point. An enemy who can become invisible would be a real threat to Saber. Without knowing his true identity, creating an effective strategy will be very difficult. There might be a few ways he could be hiding, such as camouflage or by means of a spell. However, as a legendary soul, he may have access to something unique and unknown. Until we confirm which of the three possibilities is the right one, we can hope to do nothing. So for now, we should concentrate on finding out how he manages to conceal his presence. Huh? Rani suddenly emerges from her meditation with a serious look on her face. Her look could be caused by the thoughts of Julius. I could see pity and puzzlement in her eyes. Is she thinking about me? Did something happen? As I start to ask her what just happened, she takes a deep breath and looks straight at me. Yes, I mean, no. It was nothing in particular. There's only you. I wish to stay silent, but I feel that I shouldn't keep secrets from you. This is what I've learned. Dave, I told you before that I'd find a link to your body. There's nothing on the other end of the link. You've never had any memories of any kind. For once, I understand what her words meant the instant she spoke them. I'm truly sorry. I need to think your link was just broken, but it's different than that. Not a single record of your memories prior to the Holy Grail War exists. I could find nothing. There's no connection to your body as you do not have a physical form. You were not born human. I see. No words come to mind. Honestly, I'm not too surprised. I suspected as much already. More so than for myself. I feel more for this girl and the kindness she's shown me. The NPCs here are recreations of actual people that the moon still is recorded in its memory. You must have existed once, and you might have been made a master due to a glitch in the system. You could also be a cyber ghost, the imprint of the soul of one who has died while online. In either case, your existence is indefinable. Also, it cannot be said that you are truly alive. I nod in sullen understanding. I steel myself to ask the obvious question. Why? Regardless of why I am, I had this feeling... I had a feeling, this moment of revelation would come. I now know why my memory won't return. Alice says, I finally met you. It now makes sense to me. This body, this mind, is not human. I am just a remnant of a real life, a packet of data, a collection of ones and zeros. Dave, this is something you cannot escape, as you have no place to escape to. Even if you were to win the Holy Grail and its single wish, you cannot ever leave the Seraph. Unfortunately, I'm going to assume that is supposed to be your existence is inexorably tied to the Seraph. Because of this truth, if your reason for fighting was to avoid death, you must let go now. You no longer have to concern yourself with wounds received in battle. I know it's hard, but if you don't accept the truth, your suffering will only be intensified. Pardon my directness, but I must ask you this now. Knowing that you are merely data, do you still have a reason to win the Holy Grail War? I really don't want to die. I will end the Holy Grail War. I have no goal as of yet. Nah, let's be kinda cool. I will end the Holy Grail War. If this is the only place where I am allowed to live, I can't allow it to remain as it is. I do not want this world to be a place where the only way to survive is to kill. If I win, the Holy Grail War will come to an end. I'm responsible for the deaths of Shinji, Dan, Alice, and the Zealot. The system will not allow us to coexist. If that is the case, if it's the system that demands all these senseless deaths, then I will use the Holy Grail to change the system itself. Use the Holy Grail to reshape the world. I'm surprised, but for some reason I find myself moved. If that's what you desire, please allow me to help you achieve your goal. Look at me when I speak to you, Master. Why are you so worried about such a thing? Saber suddenly appears, but even as she chastises me, I can hear a note of concern in her voice. Look at my circumstances. I'm from a time so far in the past that only myths and lies remain. Why am I here now? I live because I do. That I exist is all that matters. Yes, I exist, therefore I am. If that is enough for me, shouldn't it be enough for you? In the end, life is nothing more than memories. Even those who live are defined by their experiences. Not just me, but all things will one day disappear. But does that make any life pointless? The whole of history is written in the stars, and one day we will be as one beyond the sky. The star that controls all of this, it uses the living to dream of what it can never be. She's really trying to comfort me. At least, I think she is, isn't she? I have no idea how to respond. So I tried to flash a winning smile and hope that it doesn't come across as a sardonic smirk. Hello. What's up? Huh? What was that? It might be nothing, but it seemed like Rani had a really odd expression on her face. There's nothing wrong per se, it's just... you were so noble sounding and... Anyway, do you have an answer to my question? Even if you continue fighting, Dave, the odds of you being rewarded like the others are low. Knowing this, will you fight the Black Scorpion? Will you fight to the end as a master? Of course! While I still have lingering doubts, there is one thing that I state with absolute confidence. I have been a fool. It appears that this conversation was unnecessary. Dave, I see a new star in the heavens, with you as its sole focus. My journey is finally... No, that is relevant. I will say nothing more about it. From here on out, let's focus on your upcoming fight as warriors, planning for victory. I nodded in agreement and silently thanked Rani for the compassion she had shown me. I'm sure she wanted to say that running was okay, that there is no reason to continue fighting, but giving up would be wrong. Now I must win the Holy Grail War in order to shape the future. Now that you're committed, let's shake things up a little. Shake things up? What's she planning to do? Yes, shake things up. I will create 3 different kinds of magic kilns. One will react to talismans, one will react to thaumaturgy, and one will react to your enemy's chi. I will calculate the exact positions that each of these traps will need to be placed. Dave, I trust you'll be able to set these traps in such a way that your enemy will not notice? Got it, and of course I agree with what you've suggested. Once you're inside the arena, I'll transmit to you more detailed instructions. Okay, we have a plan now. All I have to do is place traps without Julius noticing. Seems easy enough, right? Also, just to double check again. Where is that there library? No, actually no, we only have to do traps though, right? Yeah. I guess we could turn the coin to Taiga as well, right? You found the antique coin! I know I could count on you. Yeah, take the coin. I'll be sure to return this to its rightful owner. Oh, and by the way, your word will teach us another favour to ask. Care to listen? Bring it on! You don't sound all that enthusiastic, but whatever. This time around, the arena contains a few delicacies I have yet to try. The first being lobster! I've never had lobster before. Get one for me, and you'll find yourself well rewarded. Don't forget that I need a lobster. Bring one to me during the 5th round, okay? Oh, well. Sure. Lobster's pretty good, though. Not gonna lie. Definitely my favourite fishy delight. Or sea crustacean, whatever you want to call it in that regard. Alright! So, we could go to the 2nd floor. Shall we do so? Why not? Oh yeah, it's still the same old, same old. At least as far as the text goes, but this is level 28 now, eh? Oh, I like how this one looks though. Well, I'm digging this. Alright, let's begin. So if one of these cannons can disrupt the source of his invisibility, even a little, he should become visible. I analysed the map extensively and have tried to predict the routes the Black Scorpion will follow. Okay. We'll be setting magic kilns in 3 places along these paths. Each kiln is set to have a different effect, so they have to be placed apart from each other. We'll be able to determine the exact places to set the kilns once you start moving the arena. For the arena, sorry. With that said, I wish you the best of luck. So she already hacked the arena and mapped its layout. Her attention to detail is truly astonishing. I should take my time and be careful so that all of her assistance doesn't go to waste. Let's go, Seba! Now what do we have? We have Dragon Cloak. I guess we'll keep this for now. I thought that MP could be pretty useful for grinding though. On 2nd thought, because it means that I don't need to take as much of a trap. Because somehow I could just like stun an enemy, spam some skills, and then just restore the MP back. But anyway, some necrophobia again. Hello. You're already dead. Ba -ba -ba -bam. That isn't that much XP on 2nd, but that's a lot of enemies we have to kill. How are you? Oh? Oh yeah, we gotta get that booty. Gotta place the... Whoops, a daisy. Why did I press the button? That was a waste of MP. This area looks promising. This seems like a good place to set the kiln. Let's put it here. I'll now transmit the anti-artifact killed. Bring it into contact with the field. Following Rani's instructions, I put the count on the ground. It seems as if the trap code is being encoded into the arena. The installation of the magic count is now complete. This magic count should react in some way to any equipment the servant may be using. If he's using some sort of talisman to hide his presence, this count will react as he passes by it. Okay. Rightfully so. Right. Guess we should bonk some more dudes whilst we're here. Why not? We're gonna need as much XP as we can get, and I know there's gonna eventually be a free day. But hey, more of an excuse to listen to this great music. Also, the thing's already dead now. Another dead necrophobia. Oh, more info. Nice. That's pretty good. But I'm always in the front. And that was a whiff and a half. Come on. Okay. I guess it being slanty doesn't really help. Uh-oh. Let's just try this. Oh, well. It's dead anyhow. Okay, that's the second one. This area looks promising. Let's put it here. I will now recompile the count. Please wait a moment. Where did I get re from? It's done. I am now transmitting the anti-thaumaturgy count. Please bring it into contact with the fields. As per Rani's instructions, I put the anti-thaumaturgy count on the ground. There we go. Now we just need the chi one. I've received confirmation that the magic count has been successfully installed. If that servant is using thaumaturgy to conceal himself, this count will let us know when he passes by it. Also, in retrospect, I did so many mistakes in the last episode. Like, holy moly. Okay. Or, you know, we could actually... There we go. Third time's a charm. No, but I was just gonna say I did quite a few mistakes last time. For one, apparently, I said it was like, what, the 50? No, it was the 30, right? Yeah, it was the 30. Because we're on the 4th. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking, okay? We'll just do this. Even though it's probably like a guard moment that we have to do. No! Stupid necrophobia. Spanking me. More importantly, are you alright? I mean, you got hand slapped. No, this ain't good enough. What are you talking about? Dave, let's place the magic count here. I'll now send you the anti-spirit count. Please bring it into contact with the fields. As per Rani's order, I touch the count to the ground and it begins transferring data into the fields. This particular magic count affects the flow of the spirit through one's meridian lines and blood vessels. If that servant's invisibility is based on martial arts or some other spiritual technique, this will react. I doubt his martial arts skills are so advanced as to become invisible, but it's fair to make sure. The power produced by this particular count is minuscule. But if his technique needs perfection, it's that perfection which makes it fragile in a sense. I was not expecting so much to be voiced by her in all honesty. I mean, I guess I kind of did a pick and mix. I read some bits that she voiced and I didn't read some bits that she voiced. Anyway, right. It looks like the way to the next trigger is blocked. I should just head back now. Or maybe I should stick around and get some more training in. Yeah, we have two choices in that regard. I think we're going to be heading back soon enough. I'm just going to get somewhere of the map covered. I should just kill this thing since it's here. And then I guess we'll just use the return crystal? having the MP thing on would actually be a good idea on second thought as well. Because if we end up having another confrontation with the Master, considering Saber has like little to no MP, we could keep spamming our cheap skills to survive a lot easier. So in retrospect, that's a pretty good idea. Oh, nice crit. Yeah, well, I guess we're heading back now. Wrong button. Where's the return crystal? There he is. Oh wait. 43% done. Well, we're getting places though. Plus, we only need one more matrix level before we compile all of our information. But no, we will not save our progress for now. We do not need to. Hey, onwards to the 5th day this time. Anyway, Rani's and Saber's words have touched me. In what way, buddy? They filled my empty cup with water, so to speak. Okay. I have no way of knowing if the water is pure at this point. Even so, I can see where I need to go from here. You have more resolve to your countenance. Have you found the answer you've been looking for? Thanks to my friends and allies. I thought I was alone, but that could have been more wrong. I have Rani and Saber to lean on. I know they both want my inner resolve to well up on its own. Just knowing that, I feel like my cup overflows. Although it's up to me to make sure the water is pure. One thing they've taught me is that I shouldn't be ashamed, even if I'm empty now. Saber gently smiles as I explain my heartfelt sentiments. Alright, now I'm ready to fight. My next opponent is Julius, who's been an obstacle from the start. By the time I defeat him, I should be able to accept what I am. But we could always pour you another cup. I only have 2 more days to prepare for my elimination battle. I need to learn the secret behind Julius' servant's ability to conceal himself and then defeat it. In order to successfully pull off the plan I set in motion yesterday, I need to lay low. I should talk with Rani one last time and then head into the arena. Okay. We could also do that. But we could also go back to the library just to double check. Because I feel as if there might be something in relation to books. I don't know. At some point in time, come on. Come on. Books. There we go. Some knowledge. As long as I'm researching Julius, I should look into the Harways as well, hence the library. The Harway family leads a Western European plutocracy. It is a corporation with numerous subsidiaries. Subsidiaries. I think that's what it is. Anyway, they control many nations and it's its own army. About 40% of the world's land and 60% of the world's wealth based on the GDP belong to the Harways. Oh dang. The Harways distribute the world's resources and the wealth equally among nations. That's their policy. That policy rubs certain groups the wrong way, and those groups retaliate with terrorist acts. Oh, look who has returned. It's Leo, the next head of the Harway family. Maybe you could confirm some of the things I've just learned about the Harway family. For instance, do they really think equal distribution of the world's wealth will lead to world peace? Of course it will, and of course we can do it. As long as the ruler who presides over it is perfect, the government will be fair and just. What must he think of those who reject the Harway's ideas? Off with the heads! Well, it is true that our little Western European plutocracy isn't perfect at the moment. Selfish, perverse individuals do reside within our hierarchy. Res toxica displeasure is founded. But once I become head, I'll eradicate those cancers and usher in a new era of human history. A bold claim! He spoke without trepidation and without attachment to the current era that he plans to discard. Now that I've given you a taste of my utopia, I must be off. Please use your remaining time wisely. Well, would it really be our remaining time, or are we gonna dundidly bonk him? Hey, information. I'm fine with that. Right. So I guess we just head on back to the 3rd floor and be like, hey, give us some doohickey wickies to do. Congratulations on successfully placing the magic kilns. However, it'll be all for naught if he doesn't enter the arena. For that, I have a plan. A plan? As I look into Rani's now serious visage, I can only wonder what she's going to propose. Please enter the arena early and try to ambush them as they approach each of the kilns. Once you're inside, I'll drive the scorpion into the arena after you. Rani will be doing that alone? Without a servant? That'd be incredibly dangerous. She might be killed in the attempt. I cannot allow her to risk her life for such a mad plan. I understand the danger involved. We only get one chance to do this, so we must not fail. Do not worry about me. Be assured that I will make our plans succeed. However, none of this will work if Rani is murdered by Julius. As my voice gains heat, Rani looks away as if surprised and embarrassed by my vehemence. I see my professor was right. Even though I'm but a child to be used, Dave, I feel strange. My heart feels as if... Without thinking, I take the flustered Rani into my arms. She feels fragile in my embrace. Oh my. What? Rani isn't a tool to be used. As someone who saved my life, she is a precious, quotations friend. And I've said this before, but it needs to be said again. That is why I'm so worried about Rani risking her life to help me. Even if he wasn't an opponent, Julius is one who'd kill anyone who stood in his way. Finally, I think I understand. This is what they mean by a soul. Thank you, Dave. However, now more than ever, I feel like I have to do this. So do not worry about me. I will not fall so easily. Concentrate on exposing the scorpion. I can see her determination in her eyes. I have no choice but to match her strength. This plan will succeed, regardless of what may happen. Yappers? I mean, again, it has to, or we'll, be faced with a dead end, probably. And we don't want any of those. Say hello, buddy. What's your target, Professor? Who's against success? Against an opponent of his caliber. We need the power of a noble phantasm. In this case, restraint can mean your death. Yeah, because we still don't have a noble phantasm available. Meh. Is there anything here? Should we double check? Well, yeah, we'll double check Saber's room. She might have some wise words for us anyway. A wise crack or two would be nice. Oh, it's the same. Yep, it's exactly the same. Okay, never mind. I was just thinking, oh, get different clothes. Oh, no. Stop smiling. We are the couple. Oh, that once again. Okay, right. Guess it's to the arena we go. Before we do that, though, I guess we may as well get the thing on. Because we're pretty much going to be fighting him, right? We don't really need the thing, so I guess we'll just do this just in case. Master, do not fret. We've prepared as best as we can. Now all we can do is wait for the enemy. You've put a lot of effort into these traps. Do not let your impatience overcome you. That's right, we've done as much as preparation as we could. Now it's just a matter of following the plan. Yes! Tons of time into these traps by just kind of walking around and pressing the button. I want to kill that Nephilim! He shall be mine for the taking someday. So you've made your way into the arena. Now then, please wait in the area where you place the cones. I'll drive the scorpion in your direction. While I'm worried about Rani's safety, I need to focus on what I need to do now. I'd better hurry and head to where the cones are set before Julius and his servant arrive. We shall, Sable, we shall. Go away, Necrophobia. I have no need for you right now. Or any of the enemies for that matter. Oh, there he is. It appears that we've been deceived by that young boy. How low homunculus of the Atlas Institute must have fallen to betray even Eltnam. Now then, it seems you've been plotting something. I wonder what exactly. Well, there's nothing particularly wrong. Let's go. Okay. Come at me, buddy. Here we are. This is the place where the anti-artifact kiln was set. If he reacts to US's servant, it'd mean that his invisibility is a result of a talisman such as his noble phantasm. As I hide myself in the shadows and wait for US to pass by, I receive a message from Rani. The scorpion has just entered the arena. I leave the rest up to you, Dave. Oh dang, did she get hit? Rani? All I could hear from my terminal now is static. She said Yulis was heading this way, but what did Rani? Pull yourself together, Phil. Rani did what she had to. Our time will come. They'll be here soon. This will decide our fate, so failure is not an option. I've got to calm down. Rani fulfilled her promise. Now it's up to me to hold up on my end. I cannot fail now. Where's the man? Is there something wrong? No, I was momentarily distracted by a triviality. It's not even... Oh, it's not worth even swatting a fly over. I see. Nothing! If this one didn't react, it means that his invisibility isn't dependent on an item or a noble phantasm. This particular trap did not respond. Master, let us move to the next trap and hope for a better result. Saber's right, it'd be a total disaster if the next trap triggered without us being there. We have to move quickly to the next trap and hope that something happens. Oh gosh, I got fright for a moment. I was just like, wait a minute, we're right next to one of those buggers. Speaking of buggers, we're gonna have to probably fight one. Yeah. Well, this will suffice, to say the least. Hey, perfect. Nah, we need more strength then. Oh, we'll get that EX strength soon enough. We made it! This is where we set the second trap. The one that's set to react to thaumaturgy. And just like before, I hide in the shadows and wait for Julius to arrive. They're here. I could feel the presence of that master, but I cannot see them. Perhaps they hope to ambush us. That could be the case. So do we just... I'm changing my tone with this bloke. You know what? Let's just do whatever for him. So, do we withdraw, Julius? Remember that even a mouse will fight when cornered. No need, I'm still on edge after that skirmish with that tiresome girl. If our foe is here, I will crush them. You seem obsessed with our enemy. But then again, you can't possibly be more different from... Is there something wrong? Almost as if he was aware of our plan, he always his servant stopped and then glanced in my direction. My feet suddenly feel like they've been nailed to the ground and my blood seems to freeze in my veins. No, it is nothing. You seem to be aching for a fight, and far be it from me to dampen your enthusiasm. Did they actually overlook us, or are they just toying with us before striking a potentially fatal blow? As to move on, my paralysis fades away, leaving me with clenched fists and drenched in sweat. As I take a deep breath, I realize that the trap didn't react in any way. So the servant isn't used in thaumaturgy. My one trap remains. Hopefully third time's the charm. Oh, it probably will be. At any rate, I need to hurry to where the third trap is. Don't fight me, necrophobia. Why does it have to be such a tight space? This is the third and final trap. The anti-spirit trap. If we can't break through his invisibility by disrupting his chi, we're pretty much dead. I guess we're at a dead end. It's almost time. Not this again, what a disappointment. Guess I aren't smart enough to know that such things don't affect me. Such irritating insolence. Do you know where they're hiding? Oh! That one worked! Third time was the charm. Ah, this drop I see, so you've managed to move both the heavens and the earth? What is happening? Truly amazing. Most excellent. Yes, it seems our enemy is allied with a magus of the highest order. This trap uses all 8 divinations of Tao to burst my chi back into myself is quite an accomplishment. As is obvious, you've overcome my concealment. An injury you've inflicted will take days to heal. Well, this isn't time for mirth. be a lot for the enemy as they must be close by. That's all I need for you to panic, Julius. The enemies are right there, close enough to reach out and touch. He knows we're here. That glance wasn't random after all. A sinister smile forms on the servant's lips. In contrast, Julius' expression remains frozen, but the terror's presence causes through me. So you somehow controlled the flow of your energy with martial arts to conceal your presence. Elbow fair to cross blades, servant? Let's extend the courtesy of telling me your class. I must respect the fact that you have decided to fight rather than flee. Very well, my class is assassin. Once again, I command you to defeat my concealment. Another opponent has managed that before now. And despite my class, I will never say that any life is worthless. If I am to officiate a target, I'd rather it be a lion than a rat, but still I'm doomed to do only evil. An assassin who attacks only from the shadows would dare attack an emperor such as I? A poor jest. Your skills are now useless. Your final count draws near, assassin. Is that so? Do not think even for an instant that stealth is my only useful skill. Though you may have the form of a young girl, you are one of the truly powerful legendary souls. It appears that this battle we want to be excited about. So you dare to label me as nothing more than a child. It is you who are beyond callow, assassin. Your attempts to slander my greatness are vulgar and offensive. But I am magnanimous, if nothing else, so I shall end your puerile taunting by simply removing your tongue. Interesting, but I have no intention of allowing you to take either my life or my tongue. With that said, I cannot maintain this form for long, but at least bestow upon you the torment of hell itself. Okay, it's go time. We finally get to see his true colors, literally. Because before he was pretty much invisible. I don't know what this guard. And then, if only it wasn't so expensive, eh? And then, wait. Empty heal. There we go. Oh, he was guarding there, eh? I'm actually looking forward to the full-blown fight, though. Because it'll be interesting. Because he's a very offensive... Whoa. Once he's actually a lot started than when we fought thus far. Holy moly. Only 58? That's something. It almost gives us 2 more casts. Why couldn't it be 60? Right. So what can we see now? Ooh, a little bit worried about that code cast. Can we afford to take a hit? I think we can. I don't like that code cast. So I'm going to use a skill regardless. It might be something in relation to stunning. Yeah, it might be in relation to getting stunned. I mean, it might be a buff, though. I doubt it would be something like healing. No way it's healing. Well, we're going to find out soon enough. Oh, 62, there we go. Oh! That was cheeky! Sealed our guards. Good thing we did the skill, because we would have taken a bunch of free damage. We're A-okay now, though, which is great. Yeah, we're definitely A-okay. So why does it have a fluctuation? I don't like that. It's just like, oh, maybe I'll do 60, maybe I'll do 58. Maybe it's based on the level of MP we've got, though. Oh, I don't know. Not gonna lie, I never used it in the past. Oh? More buffs. Too bad it's not enough to stop my failed petal spam. Because all I want to do is survive. There we go. One slap just to make sure. So you hide your true power, servant of the sword. This cannot be the full extent of your powers. Separated by the system, you as a servant can only bellow at the seriously winded saber. Did I expect too much of you? If this was your full potential, I'll take your life 2 days hence. I do not understand. How did they survive a confrontation of assassin with so little ability? The reason why Leo deigns to know us use the fact you are one of the masters, however, I still ask why. There is something about you that truly irritates me. Never mind, I do not care. The omniscient battle comes soon. It is there this farce will end. With those final words, Euless and his servant fade away, as if they were swallowed by the surrounding darkness. The pressure that seemed to crush everything in the area fades, and my entire being screams with exhaustion. I take a deep breath and look over to Saber, who is standing beside me with a serious expression. I tried my best, but that man is truly incredibly skilled. I see now that it's time to truly test my resolve. Saber continues to mumble, seemingly oblivious to my presence. While trying to decipher their muttering, my terminal begins to jam. Have you defeated the Scorpion? Rani sounds as if she's in some pain, but her voice still has some of its characteristic warmth. All that matters is that she's alive. I'm so overcome with emotion at hearing her that I grip my terminal to keep my hands from shaking. Are you okay, Rani? Yes, my injuries aren't serious, and I should be able to move on my own. More importantly, what's of the kilns? Thanks to you, Rani, we were able to reveal Assassin's presence of the anti-spirit kiln you created. Of what we discovered, we should be able to fight them. Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. I will now restore full access to the arena. However, do not feel you have to continue fighting today. I apologize for leaving you, but I need to sleep now in order to fully recover. I'll see you tomorrow. Now I can forge ahead and explore the areas beyond here. The identity of you as a servant and Saber's behavior concerns me, but I have no time to look into it. I have to keep moving forward, being sure that I don't forget to track down the triggers. Yeah, that's something for us to do. Go Matrix level 3 to boot! But we hardly even got scratched. Look at my health. Look at it. Anyway, back to the usual. Because I like my shockwave second strike. Pretty good for farming. Well, we're going to be doing all the grinding off screen though. So I think we'll just try and skim past these. Preferably. Because it's just going to be more of the same. But I want to at least explore the arena on screen, at the very least. I would like to get a bit more MP though. Just for when the time comes to deal with that Nephilim here that's right there. There is a healing fountain nearby, however, which is pretty good. You got return crystal? Wow. Those aren't lobsters, right? No, they're like shrimp. Yeah. Old school PSP models. Like background models. Oh gosh. I should have done the doohickey. You know what? I should know. I want it to be flashier. Because I like the skill way more. Oh? Excuse me? Enemies using all their new skills. How dare they? Okay. Hello, big boy. That's a golem. Okay. You know what we do in this regard? I might be just a wee bit intimidated. Wait, it was waiting? Well, it's dead. We have slain the golem! I got the lobster! Ah! Where's my run button for these? 2 skills should be enough though. We should recharge some of our MP soon enough though. Do we really need the healing? Like the HP healing? Because if we're not getting hit, we could just put the MP on for now. Where's the MP? Oh, the item! Oh, I got some info now. So that'll help. Give me the item. Gosh dang. Just top up our MP. And speaking of MP, let's just get a small amount of our MP back. Just in case. Oh, some crabs. Oh, there we go. This place is lousy with demons. Oh, I see our demons. Underwater demons, that is. Another golem. I rose and waiting to see a new model until a while. Not gonna lie, we've just been seeing a lot of the same. I don't want to fight you right now. Oh gosh. Wow, you're kind of blocking the entrance, so... I guess you forced my hand. This should be enough, right? That was a bit of a... That was some reckless abandon, wasn't it? Why did I do a skill actually? I could have got an extra hit. Oh! Oh no! Oh, okay, I thought it was going to hit a lot harder than that. I legitimately thought it was going to be like 800 damage. Oh yeah, we don't have the heal, don't we? You know, that moment when I'm just like, oh, we don't need the healing, you know? Yeah, I kind of do. Why am I doing this? I only needed 1 skill. I'm just doing it just to be careful. Because, oh yeah, we could just spam a couple of attacks. One, if we get critted, we die. Probably. Let's just use one of these. Yeah, no. But we got the cipher key. We've retrieved both triggers. I cannot wait to see their faces when we arrive at the Colosseum. Okay, so after scrounging around for a while, I actually found the secret path to the room where the Nephilim resides. Huzzah! Well, I need to get past this bunker though, and it's gonna be awkward. Because that is done before. Yeah. There we go. That was a lot of wasted MP, I know. But hey, right, so now we can actually finally fight this Nephilim, and I think that's the last bit we have to explore. So let's do just that. Oh, did I take the risk? Yeah, let's take the risk. Wait, that's actually a lot of health. Never mind. Yeah, let's take the risk. No way it can randomly one-shot us, right? It's just a Nephilim. Oh, it guarded. Well. Guess we just start spamming. almost killed it. Oh. I think that'll be sufficient enough in all honesty. That mostly take like a decently big hit. That wasn't that big though. It's about the same hit as a golem. A brawlem. Well, your complaints are pretty loud today. Anyway. Maleficent. Maleficent? Maleficent, yeah, Maleficent. I can't pronounce that. It's Maleficent. No. Oh, gosh. Maleficent garments. There we go. Pronunciation is hard. Right, so what does that do? It negates all stat buffs. That might be useful. It's on the enemy, right? Don't ever recall really using it though. Well, I guess the only thing that really remains to be done is a bit of grinding, and then the next day, I guess I guess I'll throw in the next day. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little bit more grinding, folks, and I'll see you all in a bit. Okie dokes, I finished up my grinding. Now it's time to return back. There's a lot of the same. Then we just need to get through this last day, and then next up after that, for the next episode, we'll be fighting Julius and his assassin. That'll be pretty fun. That kind of bothers me, but I'll let it go for now. Let it go. At least we now know what he looks like. We do have a little thing that we could read, but I think I'll read that next time, if anything. So no, I will not save. Yesterday's plan succeeded, and the form of Julius' servant was finally revealed. He obfuscates his presence by going seemingly invisible and by melting into his environment. Now I know how he does it, but I don't know if I can win. Today's the last day of the prep period, so tomorrow I'll settle the score with Julius. I should do everything I can so that I have no regrets. I'm also worried about Rani. I have to thank her for yesterday. Yep, just say our thanks, turn in the item to Tiger, and then I guess we just end off the day. Because we've got the items. So, and it's not like we can gather any more information. Hello, I'm glad things went well for you yesterday. It was all thanks to Rani. After hearing her pained voice yesterday, I'm worried about her. It did devolve into a fight, but I did what was needed. Don't fret, my injury is minor. Injury? I know I shouldn't have let her put herself in harm's way. Once again, do not worry. The Scorpion saw me as a nuisance, barely worthy of notice. On second thought, I wonder why he let me live. He must have seen me as a threat of some kind. But enough about me. Did you learn anything about the servant by seeing his form? He was his servant. I didn't uncover his identity, but I was able to break through his nigh perfect ability to hide his presence by throwing his chi into disarray. I see. A practitioner of Kung Fu. If his mastery of concealment is so advanced, he might be a master. It very soon that you as his servant may be a legendary soul with such backgrounds. A Kung Fu master, that would explain his fighting style. If his mastery of Kung Fu is that advanced, it should be able to make it easier to discern his identity. Today's your last day to prepare, so be careful. The Scorpion will be at its most cautious now. Rani is right, today is my last day to fully prepare. I'd better make the most of it. Train in the arena, then head into the chapel. There's so much I still need to do. Deliver the lobster. Pass the next day. Well, this day rather. No. Why am I doing it manually? Oh, red. How should I say this? You may become a powerful master, but you're still vulnerable. What is it you're lacking? Is it insufficient preparation? Or is it a paucity of information? Well, as I prefer. Every time I see her, she immediately starts lambasting me without any warning whatsoever. If I weren't so numb to my situation, I'd probably just go back to my room and sob in humiliation. Nah, try blissfully ignorant. I'd be more accurate. Anyway, Dave, I have time on my hands. If you want to ask something, do so now. Of course, I only answer questions that pertain to being a master. I know we can't be bothered with things like this, but I'm feeling generous, so ask away. Okay, Ren. I'm a little wary of her offer of help. The opportunity is too good to pass up. That she's actually being nice. For her, anyway. So let me see. Let's see. Your thoughts on the Grail War? I want to know how she feels about the nature of the Holy Grail War. Not about the system per se, but the fight you have to kill to live. Huh? I'm honestly surprised you're still hung up on that. I can tell you're still in shock that people are dying in this Holy Grail War. I wonder if it could be that your entire view of the Holy Grail War is completely wrong? While I agree the conditions are severe, I cannot say that they are unreasonable. Everything has its limits. The land, resources, reputation, even time itself is finite. Everyone has different goals, and the resources to fulfill them are limited, which leads to conflict. To have your wish granted, another's wish must be denied. That's the way of the world. The rules found here in the Seraph are simple compared to those that govern the real world. I mean, in the real world, innocent bystanders are frequently victims of the fighting around them. Compared to that, the terms of the Holy Grail War are quite fair. I'd go as far to say moral. The motivations and consequences are made clear, and there are no innocents here. Our backgrounds are probably totally different, so our reasoning might not make sense to you. And don't forget that conflict between individuals is not necessarily a bad thing. Understand your foe to win, anticipate your opponent to win, respect your opponent to win. These three things are what I consider to be the essence of the Grail War. How this really came to be the Holy Grail War, I honestly couldn't tell you. I personally think the system was created for the purpose of better understanding mankind. So is there anything else you'd like to ask? One more thing. What is the fate of the world? I want to ask about the fate of the world, because I have no memories of the past, or what it is like on Earth. Everything is a mystery to me. It seems that even after being told, nothing is really registered with you. It's obvious that you still have no idea what state the real world is in. Let me try to explain again, from a different angle. The world is doomed to wither and die. It's not going to happen right away, of course. There's no easily identifiable danger to prevent. There was a global catastrophe 30 years ago, but actually helped stabilize the population. However, with the massive loss of life, all progress came to a crashing halt. Now there's no war, no famine, no poverty, but there is no advancement, only stasis. New discoveries, scientific breakthroughs, even space travel have all come to a standstill. Mankind is yet to even explore the moon. History itself has somehow been corrupted. Since the near extinction of mankind, human society has stagnated, like water in a marsh. The Harley family wants to keep the status quo, as it is easier to maintain than change. That may work in the short term, but resource scarcity and environmental decay isn't far off. Like walking down an incline, it's only really noticeable if you look ahead of instead at your feet. And if the incline was endless and there's no hope at the end, would you keep going? I don't hold to that fatalistic view. That's why I'm here to fight against a helpless future. To defeat the short-sighted plutocrats who'd allow the world to rot away, namely the highways. Oh, I'm not saying that I should win because of my desire to save the world. The value of a person's wish isn't determined by its grandeur or its intent. Everyone has their own reasons for entering. I just wanted to share my mind with you. So is there anything else you'd like to ask? Nope, we're done. I don't really have anything in particular to ask. Sorry if you think I was wasting your time. Is that so? Well, if you say so, I'm surprised at your diligence, to be honest. If I was going to be stupid, I'd just get ripped apart. Silence is sometimes the best choice. Oh, you were busy? Sorry for holding you up. I take it you were going to the arena. Be careful. As she watches me go, she raises her hand and waves at me. That was totally unexpected. Get to date me the one day of the year when Ren is actually in a good mood? Anyway, Tiger. So this is the legendary delicacy known as the Mighty Lobster. I'll be sure to save it. Dig it. To commemorate this moment, allow me to give you my prized tea service. Tiger's tea service. Right. So, we're just going to quickly head into the arena, head out, and that will end the day. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be fine. I mean, yeah, I'm at 98%. It bothers me, but... Bah. As well as... We're just going to go in and out, and that'll be us all done until the next day. Yes. About having 3 days in the one video. Although that's mainly due to the previous day being a bit lengthier than the usual. Hey, what's up, girl? Oh. Her voice is quiet. I've never seen Saber so serious and sincere as she is now. Her diamond bright eyes cut into mine as she announces she desires to entrust her finest weapon to me.
次こそキャツらとの決戦になる。透明化を封じたと言っても勝算は未だ低い。これはそなたの問題ではない。そなたは十分に育った。剣として劣っているのは世の方だ。よって次の戦いで宝具を開示したい。最後の相手まで温存すると言ったのは世だが、それもここまで。世は全力をもって暗殺者を打倒する。そしてその時こそそなたは世の神明を知ることになろう。
Oh?
そうだな。宝具を明かすは神明をも明かすこと。それを避けていたのは単に我が悪名をそなたに知られるのが怖かっただけなのかもしれない。だがその恐れすら今はない。そなたならば我が神明を知った上でも共に戦ってくれると信じている。
And then Saber tells me the name of her noble phantasm. Noble phantasms are voice activated, and the name itself reveals a lot about a legendary soul. When Saber uses her noble phantasm, her identity will be laid bare. Level 2.
キャツとの決戦時、いつ解放するかはそなたに任せた。だからそれまでは口にせず世の神明を知ることもしないでほしい。すべては決戦の後、勝利を迎えた後に世の名前を語るとしよう。
Like using codecasts, press square on battle to use your servant's noble phantasm. Saber's noble phantasm, Theatre of the Deranged, can be used after the 4th turn of battle. Once used, your foe will take damage, and their strength and endurance will weaken over the course of 3 turns. Also, your servant's noble phantasm can only be used in battle once. Be sure to use it to your greatest advantage. And there we have. We got to level 28. We got some more information that we didn't actually read. Actually, no. I think we've read all this, haven't we? I want to get too into it. And maybe I should save that for next time anyway. There's a lot of stuff to read, especially once when we finish up the fight with Assassin. But anyway, folks, thank you all for watching this rather lengthy episode of Fate Extra, and I'll see you all next time with our 5th elimination battle. Anyhow, ta-ta for now.